We're in the endgame now.
It's all so much to take in. Harry's sick, Norman and Lee, and Dr. Octavius?
I know.
This is all my fault.
No, not the song again. You are not alone anymore, Pete. Let Miles and me look after Feast. You find Norman. You find the cure.
Thanks, partner.
Ooh, it's leading up to something. That was a really creepy intro. But hey everybody, welcome back to more Spider-Man.
I have to get that anti-serum and start putting things right. There must be some way to reach Leonardo. Convince them to give up this...
And before we go on, we need to fix something. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, there's another suit. I think I was gonna change suits, but I think I changed my mind. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? This is a terrible start to the video, but yeah, I think we're actually gonna... Are we gonna upgrade something?
Revenge.
Whatever. We're not gonna finish this dialogue, clearly. But yeah, welcome back to more Spider-Man. This time, we're finally going after Martin Lee and ending this with him, because we need to bring him back to the light. He's been stuck in the darkness for long enough, and it's never good to be stuck in the darkness, you know. It's like a Naruto Sasuke thing, except he controls the power of darkness, and we're Spider-Man, and he was nothing like Naruto. And I'm just rambling and killing time till the cutscene starts, honestly.
They've both done so much good for the world. They can't throw their legacies away just to spite Norman. Okay, Norman's on his way to get the anti-serum. Better update Yuri.
I hope this is good news.
It is. Oscorp just created an anti-serum.
There's a cure? Oh, thank God. How quickly can we get it to people?
I'm on my way to find out. The lab is at 10th and Cathedral.
Wait. I just got a report of a helicopter going down in that area.
Oh no. That could be Norman's helicopter.
I'd send officers your way, but I don't have any.
Don't worry, I'm on it. This'll all be over soon, I promise.
So yeah, we're in the endgame now. Really, we have this episode, and then the next episode's the finale, and we're done with the main game Marvel Spider-Man, which is insane to think. It's been a really, not long, but it's been a long and fun journey, to put it lightly, with our favorite webhead, and yeah, I really enjoyed talking over this game, I have to say.
Does anyone else find it suspicious that this Rhino person always knocks down buildings and tears up roads, which someone ends up making money rebuilding? Am I suggesting a conspiracy? You're damn right! Now, if you've seen the man testify in court, you know the Rhino is too stupid to plan anything himself. So who's the mastermind? Well, who else is always there? Supposedly fighting Rhino, but actually leading him around like a red cape does a bull. Say it with me! Spider-Man!
I've said it before and I'll say it again, he will genuinely blame Spider-Man for anything, like Hurricane Katrina, Spider-Man, 9/11, Spider-Man, he took the cookies from the cookie jar, Spider-Man.
Open it.
Have to take care of these demons before I can follow Lee into the lab. Time to KO those snipers. That's time.
So it's time to enter our final, I guess, See, this is kind of like a mook rush section, because there's a lot of enemies here, but you can do a lot of this with, like, stealth-wise. I've never been able to really do this entire section fully in the stealth, like, in terms of stealth. I usually just try to bum rush it as much as I can. That's probably not the best idea, admittedly, because this is probably the hardest of, like, these kinds of sections in the game, and it's more because there's so many enemies coming in, and that's kind of the hard part. But like I said, it's nothing we can't handle. I did it. If I can do it, you can do it. I do want to play this game on the hardest difficulty one day, because I usually play it on normal or hard. I think I've said before, but in this LP I'm playing it on normal, mostly because it makes recording it a lot easier. Not that this game's difficult by any means. Like, if you've played, like, a Batman Arkham City, or Batman Arkham Asylum, or Knight, whatever, the gameplay is similar. I definitely argue this game... I know I'm talking about this in, like, the second to last episode, but still, hear me out on this. It is basically like an easier version of those games, I think, and it might just be because I'm terrible at stealth, and those games are definitely a lot more, like, stealthy-esque, but that's a big reason why. But I don't think this game is difficult. Like, it's definitely, if you want to get into, like, that kind of genre, I'd definitely say this is probably one of the better games to get into. Like, if you want a really good action game to pick up and play, even if you're not, like, big into Spider-Man, like, if you, like, you know of him, but you don't really know much of, like, the mythos, I guess, of Spider-Man, I definitely do recommend it a lot. So yeah, like I said, I'm talking about this in the second to last episode. What can I say? But, yeah, like, this is definitely... I'm definitely going to talk about it in the next episode, because next episode is the finale, and I'll definitely talk about it in the credits and stuff, why I love this game so much. But this is definitely one of my favorite superhero games of all time. Well, it is my favorite. It's not it. But it's definitely my favorite superhero game ever, even compared to, like, the Arkham games.
Spider-Man, leave now. My men will handle this.
Sable? Lee wiped out the agent stationed here. They're not handling anything.
You have been warned, superhero.
Yeah, Sable's not pulling any punches. She's basically a let's get shit done, you know, shoot first, ask questions later type of gal. So, yeah. One thing I do recommend, as always, go for the guys with rocket launchers, because they will make your life terrible. If you can, get the ability where you can take the rocket launchers and throw them back with the L1, R1 buttons. It makes your life so much easier when you're playing through this game, because you have less to worry about, and you can also throw it at other enemies. Specifically, if you can, throw them at the rocket launcher guys, but also throw them at the guys with the shields, because they're the ones who tend to give me a lot of trouble as well. It's every other enemy I never have trouble with.
Good under threat, but these guys aren't looking to team up.
Tired of you harassing our agents, Spider-Man. This ends tonight.
You guys think I took out your men? You gotta be kidding me!
I mean, there are, like, demons and stuff running around, guys. You could go after them, but no, let's go after Spider-Man, the guy who has been stopping Rhino, Electro, Scorpion, and the Vulture. Because that makes sense. I know this is it's a superhero story, but still, it's funny. I do wonder if Sable will get... Yeah, my voice went weird. I do wonder if Sable will ever get introduced into, like, the MCU. I could definitely see it happening. Just because we have, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff, it would be interesting to see them, like, come in and do stuff. Like, I know there's a rumor that we're gonna get, like, a Silver Sable movie. I hope that doesn't happen. I talked about it before, but I'll talk about it again. I just don't have any interest in these, like, spin-off Spider-Man stories. Like, in my honest opinion, how I would do these Spider-Man movies is like this. You have your MCU Spider-Man with Peter Parker, and then you can have, like, the Miles side, where you can make Miles movies. It would be perfect. You have Venom, I guess. It's whatever. I still haven't watched that movie yet. But, I don't know. Just make Miles stuff. Into the Spider-Verse is the second best Spider-Man movie of all time. I don't think that's gonna get topped. But yeah. And I haven't really done this yet since Far From Home came out. I haven't actually, like, ranked that. It's weird to me now. It just kind of dawned on me. It's definitely the third best Spider-Man movie. I'd argue it probably goes Spider-Man 2, Spider-Verse, Far From Home, Spider-Man 1, Homecoming, Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 1, and then probably Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't think I'm forgetting about any other Spider-Man movies, but yeah. I really like Far From Home a lot. I love Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is a fantastic movie. Miles is one of the best main characters in Spider-Man history. That makes no sense, because it's only Peter Parker with those movies, but you know what I'm trying to say here. I do like Miles in that movie a lot, and I definitely love a lot of things about it. I love, like, the villains in it. It's doing things like Prowler's a really good villain. Kingpin in that movie's a really good villain. I don't know. I love Kingpin's design in Spider-Verse, really, is what it is. But yeah, Spider-Verse is just a fantastic movie. You really should go watch it. I'm just being honest here. I love the movie to death. It's really, really good.
Demons and Sable are down. Time to follow Lee inside. Why are you so heavy?
You harass my men, destroy my equipment, and cost my client millions. Give me one good reason I should not kill you right now.
Listen, I don't like you, you don't like me. But Lee has your client inside this building right now, and he's gonna kill him if we don't do something. We could fight each other, or we could fight Lee, but not both. This mean we're good?
You will help me secure Norman. After that, I make no promises.
Works for me. Lee's out of control.
You secure Osborn. I will talk to them.
Nice to have friends. Okay, Lee. No more running. This ends tonight. This is insanity. I have to find a way to reach the Martin Lee I know. The man who built Beast.
I have to say, I love that Silver Sable runs in to fight those goons. That's one of my, like, favorite moments. Not my favorite moments in the game, but I do like that moment a lot. It's kind of funny. Not funny, but it's awesome, because I like Silver Sable in this game a lot. She doesn't do, like, a ton. She's more important in the DLC, honestly. But, I do love her character a lot in this game. And it's believable to me, because I'm not gonna go into the whole, like, debate stuff over this. But the thing I do not like, and I'm probably going to piss someone off, and I do apologize, but I just want to give my stance on this, so please hear me out, is when you have characters, and I'm going to give an example before I go on, in today's culture, we do have where women characters are, you know, they're doing more media, which is great. I have no issues with that. But to me, it bothers me more, and this applies to men characters too, before I go on, when characters are just thrown in to, like, do something when it makes no sense. And before I go on, let me use it. Avengers Endgame, I'm gonna do a quick spoiler, when all the female heroes team up to fight Thanos, I have no issues with that happening. Like, if it's Captain Marvel and, like, Scarlet Witch and, you know, Pepper Potts, it's fine. It's more when they make a big deal, like, oh, these guys are awesome, and then they throw Mantis in there, when Mantis has done nothing, and those entire, like, series, and some of, like, the Wakanda people. I don't like that, because that is, like, that's trying to, like, cater. It's, like, obvious catering, and I don't like that. And it would have applied both ways if, like, Spider-Man would have done that, too. If he'd beat Thanos on his own, it would have been terrible. So, that's my point. Don't force things.
Turn back, Spider-Man. This is me and Osborn.
I know about the accident. I know what happened to your parents.
The accident? You sound as clinical as Osborn. My parents died because of me. Because of what Osborn did to me.
You're more than your past. Don't let it control you.
I tried so hard to make my parents proud. To honor their legacy. But to truly honor them, Osborn must see justice.
I won't let you do this, Martin. Lee's pain, his anger, it's fueling his power.
sample.
No! No, Martin! Look, I told you I'm sorry. It was an accident. I was trying to help.
Yeah. You don't help people. You use them.
This won't bring your parents back.
Why do you insist on trying to save this piece of scum?
I'm trying to save you, Martin. Don't let revenge win. Fight it!
Osborn must be punished. His champions have infested this city for too long.
Osborn deserves true justice. He won't see it unless you stop now.
I'll never stop.
I guess we're just gonna have to stop him ourselves. So this is our final fight with Martin Lee. This is definitely a much more, I like this fight a lot more compared to the first fight just because it's like an actual fight. The first fight with him is more of a fight like on the bus. That part is, or bus, the subway. It's kind of a bus, technically, underground bus. But, this fight is cool. I love the setting because it's like in a lab, and he's actually, like, doing stuff, like, moving around, and you can, like, definitely, like, use Spider-Bro against him and throw stuff at him. I definitely think this fight can be a bit harder, but it's not, like, super hard. My main tactic I do is I like to just throw stuff at him and bounce off the walls, and basically just do not let him hit you with any, like, negative aura. Basically, it's pretty simple.
Isn't you?
This is exactly who I am!
So, I do want to add, I do get Martin to an extent. He wants revenge against Norman. Well, it's weird. He wants revenge against Norman, but not Otto. I don't get that. But he wants revenge against Norman because he did the experiment on him and it caused him to kill his parents, with the negative energy, of course. And he wants revenge, but the thing is, and it's even brought up, revenge isn't going to do anything for him. Because even, let's say he does get revenge on Norman, he kills Norman, and he goes to jail and all that other stuff, or kills him. He won't go to jail if he's dead. Dead jail, maybe. But the issue is, what's going to happen if he kills Norman? He's going to look worse because he's killing someone. Murder is a bad thing, folks. And in the end, he won't get anything from it. It's not going to make him feel better. It might get him like a quick satisfaction, but that's it. Revenge gets you nothing. And it's someone who has like wanted revenge on someone before for being wrong. I know how this feels, but in the end, it will get you nothing. It is just it's a hollow victory. That's all he'll get. And it makes him look like a huge hypocrite because he's also teaming with Otto, who put him through this.
Fight it, Martin! You can walk away!
No! Osborn must suffer!
I know you can beat the demon, Martin!
Beat the demon? I am the demon!
We need to call Finn Balor in for help. But, yeah, that's a big old demon. I love this phase of the fight. I love the giant demon in the background. He looks awesome, and I just love it. When I did the trailer for this LP, using like the 90s Spider-Man theme, I had to make sure to put the Venom growl for the demon, because that's legit probably my favorite part of that video. But main recommendation here, it's kind of like the previous fight, except he just has the demon. He definitely can do more damage, and these other like demon goons running around. Throw as much at him as you can, get in close. Obviously, shooting webs at him won't do any good because he can just cut him up with his little negativity sword. Watch out for this attack. It's not hard to dodge. it's not hard to... It's very easy to dodge, but it still can be quite dangerous. This fight's not too difficult. It's very similar, but I love the setting for it. I love the whole, like, negative zone in the background. That's not, like, a Superman fun, I promise. But still, it's really, really cool. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, because this fight is just awesome. I do think the majority of the fights in this game are kind of like... The main fights I really like, I actually like all the Martin Lee fights. We're getting to the final boss, I like it a lot. And I like the second Electro boss, but I find a lot of the boss fights is going to be kind of meh. But these fights in particular, the Martin Lee fights are really good in my opinion. But yeah, I love the big demon. That's cool. I love in video games. Like, to me, like, I'm a guy who complains about Spider-Man getting a little too weird. Like, I don't like all of the clone stuff, and I would normally, and I complain about, like, Madam Web and all, like, the multiverse stuff. But I love the demon, so it kind of makes me a hypocrite, I guess. But it's more the demon design in the background. Like, I think it is kind of weird. It's in the Spider-Man game, but to be fair, there's weirder things that happen in Spider-Man. But still, it's really neat. And I can't wait to see how they do something similar to this in the sequel. It should be really dope. But the only difficult part, I think, of this fight is really just the other demons running around, like, hitting you on the side. But it's not too difficult since you have Spider Sense. Spider Bro comes in handy a lot, but it's not too difficult. I love the demon design. I keep bringing it up. He can also do damage to the little demons, but let's take Martin Lee down.
I know. But this is the wrong way, Martin.
Useless.
Otto?
That look on your face. You can't imagine how satisfying it is. Ready for your final act?
Hey. Hey.
Where's Otto?
Gone. I would not worry about him right now.
He needs a hospital.
No. No hospital. Feast.
need to speak to your head doctor.
There's no doctors here.
Well, who's running this place?
Me, mostly.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a while, but I'll do my best. I'll need masks, gloves, whatever you have that's sterile.
Thank you. You can thank me by not dying.
Oh my god.
He'll live, but he needs rest.
Hey, take it easy.
Where's May?
They say she could go at any moment. Where are you going?
I need to find Otto. He has the anti-serum. I don't know if I can beat him.
Maybe you can't. Maybe Spider-Man needs help from his friend Peter.
What?
Peter helped build those arms, remember? If anyone can find a weakness, it's him. Go get him, Tiger.
All right. No. No, that's not it. Maybe it's this one. No. MJ's right. I built the neural interface. That means I can destroy it. There must be something at the lab I can use.
And with that, shit's gone down. We're actually leading up to the final battle, so I don't really know what to say. That whole cutscene's pretty intense. Aunt May is on her deathbed. There you go. Miles has a spider around him, and he got bit by it. I wonder what that's gonna, lead to. And Otto's on the loose with Norman, and it's up to us to stop him. And yeah, things are intense. And we'll be seeing the end of that on, well, the next episode, because next episode's the finale. I'm not ending it yet, because we have a coda coming on from our favorite little Russian.
Spider-Man, hello.
Man, I gotta change this number.
I must leave New York. Recent events give me pause. Your rescue of Osborn, despite his hatred, it affected me. Return home. Reflect on this life I choose.
Dang. I think I'm actually gonna miss you and your death troopers.
Unfortunately, my agents will stay. Though I question our work, they do not. And Osborn continues to pay. I am sorry.
So close to being good news.
Indeed. I will miss you and your bizarre witticism, Spider-Man. Until we meet again.
What a strange, violent lady.
And with that, I will see you guys next time as we finish off Let's Play Marvel Spider-Man. See you guys next time.